What did you say this was used to inseminate again? Hello and welcome to Experience Bar, the home of video game inspired cocktails. My name is Jack Stone and I will be your bartender for this evening, because no one celebrates a win with a juice box. In nearly every game that I play, I always play the healer. Priest, cleric, doctor, doesn't matter what it's called, I'm playing them. I like to think that everyone loves a guy or gal who gets them back into the fight. That's what I tell myself, anyway. But unlike other healers in video games, the Battlefield Medic is a little different. They don't use magic, spells, or herbs to get you back into the fight. They decide to chase you with a great big bloody syringe and stab you until you start moving again. It's pretty vicious, but I can't fault them. It does work. So today we're going to be creating a cocktail inspired by that war crime of a medical device with 4 simple ingredients: vodka, lemon juice, simple syrup, and 1 color-changing liquid that I think you'll find a little surprising. Let's get started. So we're going to start off with our base liquor in vodka, 2 ounces, and follow that up with ½ an ounce of lemon juice. And finally, a full ounce of simple syrup. Now feel free to swap those exact proportions around if you haven't got quite as much of a sweet tooth. I know that I do. Use a full ounce of lemon juice and ½ an ounce of simple syrup instead. It'll still work for our purposes. And after that, the fun part. Shaky, shaky. And lastly, strain it out into your martini glass. Now at this point, you could just drink that and it would be a great, refreshing, cool drink. Not too much flavors going on, a little bit sweet, a little bit sour, nice clean boost to the vodka. But we aren't boring, so we're going to be adding some red cabbage juice. Yes, I know it's blue, but it's actually red cabbage juice. A little bit of bluish purple. Now, watch. This is the cool part. Notice that I've left a little bit of room in the drink. Make sure you do this. Now, you'll see as slowly this blue liquid begins to turn a nice pinkish red. Pretty cool, right? People who were paying attention in high school science will know why this is. So how this works is red cabbage juice is an acid indicator or a pH indicator. It changes color depending on whether a liquid is acid or it's alkaline. Now this has lemon juice in it, so it's pretty acidic, so it turns red. If on the other hand it was filled with something alkaline like baking soda, for example, it would turn green. Might spoil the flavor though. Speaking of which, cheers. Now, you might think that having something quite so strange as red cabbage juice in a drink will result in something that's basically completely unpalatable, but thankfully you'd be wrong. The red cabbage juice simply adds color. It barely affects the flavor profile. Just make sure you don't boil the red cabbage for too long and you'll avoid the worst of the bitterness. Instead, you're left with a drink that is nice, cool, it's refreshing, it's got these sweet notes, these sour notes, little touch, just a tiny touch of vegetable from the red cabbage, but nothing that's terrible. It's extremely palatable, in fact. And I can guarantee you it's a great way to impress your squad mates both with your mixology skills and with your science. But you may have to make up a few dozen or so, depending on how skilled they are during your next match. Thanks for joining me. I've been Jack Stone. That was the Medic Syringe, and this is Experience Bar. I'll see you next time.